Welcome back to Craig's Cabin. Today we're going to take a trip into a little known dog kennel wood. I apologise for the traffic, we're right by the main road, but here we go, let's jump into the video. Hi guys, I'm back and we're going into a little bit of woodland that apparently not many people know is actually here. So they might have walked through it before and not known what it was called, or just don't know it's here because it's right on the middle of a main road. So, but we're here in Harley-Davidson. Yeah, we're here in Dog Kennel Wood, and already we found some nice little bits and pieces. Just gonna bring you down here so you can see. Let's bring you down. There we go. Now this is teasel, and apparently for a long time these little bits on top here, they look very spiky. They're only spiky if you brush them the wrong way. Apparently were used in the textile industry for a long time as brushes for wool and other textiles, and they also make great firelighters as well. There's quite a few here. I don't know if you can see them all behind me there on the ground, and there's some here. And if I flip you around, that might have been better to, there we go, flip you around, we've still got some rose hips on the bushes here, and the teasel is all grown in there as well. Some more teasel. So we've literally just walked in the woods and we found something that we could use as a brush. Probably be a good beard brush as well if it's that good on wool and textiles. We've also found rose hips, and these ones actually look alright. And rose hips can be used in syrups, and in fact it was used in syrups for many years because of its high vitamin C content. But there's also the prank you could play, because there's two different types of rose hips, but you can break them and smear the bits on people and it will make them itch. It's where kids my generation know as itching powder. Oh, I've got my little journey stick with me today because my ankle is not feeling right, but hey ho. Okay, we've got a nice little bridge here. Obviously people have dumped stuff, and considering people have been dumping stuff, the water is actually pretty clear. Still, I wouldn't want to drink it without properly processing it first. And I'm going to be taking participants in the Forage for Knowledge walks through here, so I'm going to have to find a safe way for them to walk through, probably to the side here, because going through the kissing gate is muddy. This one looks less muddy, so we'll go through here. So it's actually quite a nice little wood. Yeah. I've only just got into this bit of wood. Now this is my first time in the wood, this particular wood as well. I was previously going to do another wood, but that one was a bit hard to get into with the ground being soft as it is at the moment. So I looked on Google Maps for another nearby wood and saw Dog Kennel Wood. I thought, I've never been there before, let's go and take the camera and have a look. And here we have hazel tree and the catkins that have come onto it. Now when it's the right time of year, this should hopefully, depending on how many seasons, should give us some lovely cob nuts. And cob nuts are great chopped up, roasted and chucked into a flapjack I don't know what you'd call it where you are, because I know sometimes people call pancakes flapjacks or something, don't they? So but yeah, it's like an OT cake thing called a flapjack, made with honey, syrup, oats, and you can chuck fruit and nut in there as well. The cob nuts are great in a flapjack. And then we go on that fallen tree there, we've got some King Alfred cake fungus, which is another great little thing to pick up, put in your pouch, because you can use that to keep your fires going and take your embers, boy racers, keep your embers burning and take your campfire with you to new places. Now, are they look like smoky brackets, I don't know. And I'm sure you've noticed from my videos that I don't pick a lot of mushrooms, or any mushrooms to be honest, except for maybe the King Alfred cakes. It's because I'm not confident enough to pick the mushrooms that I'm going to pick the right ones and not poison myself. And that worries my partner, so we have an agreement that I only pick plants. I'm allowed to pick King Alfred cakes because I can identify them correctly, and she doesn't like me to pick turkey tails because she thinks I'm going to poison myself, but I can quite confidently identify a turkey tail. There are a load of different ones that look like a turkey tail, but apparently they're not poisonous. According to my research that I've been doing, there are no poisonous lookalikes to a turkey tail. Hello, Robbie. And you can actually make tea from turkey tails. If I see any, I'll show you. If you've been watching the Instagram posts, I think I might have even put a picture of a turkey tail that I found. Just through there is Wishing Tree Reservoir. It's a place where they do freshwater fishing. People go camping overnight, fishing down there. I've never been. I don't have the right equipment for freshwater fishing anymore. I did when I was a kid, but yeah, I don't have the right equipment. And then you've got to pay for a rod and reel license, and certain like reservoirs and ponds you have to buy a bank license as well. I think that's what it's called, if I remember what one of my neighbours was telling me. You have to buy a rod and reel license from the post office, then you have to buy another sort of one from the authority as well. I'm going to pause it there because I've got a dog walking that wants to come past, so let's pause it there. So we've got the camera spun round so we don't invade people's privacy. This is a nice little walk so far. We found teasel, we found King Alfred cakes, cob nut, well, hazel trees with the catkins, rose hips. So the ground here is a bit soft, but I've got my boots on, so I will advise my participants to wear sensible walking shoes, welly boots, etc. Wellington boots. I don't know what, gum boots, whatever you guys call them. So how long have we been recording for? About 10 minutes. I've got to kill 2 hours on these walks, so we could walk around the edge of, in fact I think we are going to walk around the edge of the reservoir. Well, I can't see another path off. So yeah, here we're coming down to the reservoir now. Move that so the sun's not glaring so much. Let's put it at a weird angle. Now I can go see the restrictions on the fishing. Doesn't look like there's anybody about fishing today. Must be too cold for them. but normally they're parked up on the side of the main road and bring all their stuff down here. There you go. Hastings Bexhill District Freshwater Angling Association. You have to buy a £10, so what's that, that's about $15 or something like that, day ticket. You're only allowed barbless hooks, you're only allowed 2 rods. If you're a club member though, the day ticket is £2, and you're only allowed to, the day ticket lasts from when the sun rises on that day to when the sun sets on that day. You've got to leave nothing behind. Use safe rigs, nothing behind your lead weight surface, float, swivels, etc. You're not allowed to use leader, which are banned. All tents and bivvies must be green in colour. No coloured tents due to insurance legislation. It's a bit weird. No open fires, barbecues or picnicking, no exceptions. Okay. Take all litter, yes, I agree with that. All litterers will receive an instant ban, that's good. A 42-inch landing net or carp weight sling and a large unhooking mat. And bailiffs will be patrolling these waters, so please abide by all laws and rules. Do not leave your rods unattended. And apparently if you leave your rods unattended, it breaks environmental agency laws. Okay. Sorry about that. I was just reading that sign. But you can see it is behind you. Where is it? Down there, yeah. So, yeah, this is where people come to do freshwater fishing. There's also one called Woodland, which is out by Battle. Woodland is where I used to fish when I was a kid. When I was part of the boys brigade, used to do a yearly fishing competition. I never won, but it was a great day just to sit out there with the rod, peace and quiet, and see what bait worked. And for carp, the dog biscuit worked especially well. Not like the big bones or whatnot. So what do you call, like kibble, little small ones. If you moisten them up in your mouth a little bit so it softens them, put them on the hook and they float, and the carp come up, take them, and if your reflexes are good enough, you catch yourself a carp. So, having a look for a way to go back in the woods. Now, I'm sure there's another piece of woodland behind me over there called Regland Wood. Once I find a safe place to park up for myself and the participants, I'm going to go scout out that wood as well. If I remember rightly, yeah, I can see the bridge over there now. It goes over the railroad track, so maybe I can do this walk and join it on. But yeah, I've walked that one before with my family and walking with the dogs. It's a nice little walk, go past some horses and past some farmland. It's a nice little walk. So yeah, I love the frost on the ground. As I'm moving my stick, you can hear the crunch as I'm going along. It's a nice sound. Frosty ground underfoot. So I quite enjoy this one so far. It's a little bit boggy in places. It'll be better when the ground dries out a bit. I feel bad for you guys over the pond there and in Tonga, having extreme weather, like volcanic eruptions, snowstorm, blizzards, power cuts. Makes me truly grateful for where I am. It's actually quite warm here today. Right, I'm going to take a left up here, I think. Just go round to the left. To the left, to the left. Now, I'm no singer. So, we get up the top here and we'll spin you around and let you have a look where we are, while I'm scouring, looking for foraging stuff. I mean, there's lots of brambles here, and if the blackberries were in season, I definitely would have had a few blackberries by now. Oh wow, I like that. Just going to spin you around quick and show you if I can do it without disturbing it. A little bit of dew. Oh, knocked it off. Where the frost is defrosting on the trees here. The sun is quite clearly out today. Let's leave you spun round. Oh, there's Robin. Morning, Bob. So yeah, there's plenty of brambles, so there'll be plenty of fruit when the time comes. The robins are singing. Light aircraft coming overhead. Can't quite see it because of the sun. Let's have a look and see if I can find it. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. I don't know. It's just, yeah, it's just light aircraft. And where my mother gets her tobacco from, my dad jokes with her that it's tobacco that's been smuggled over here in an aeroplane, and it really annoys her. But my mum has done it rather well, cutting down the smoking, using her e.t.c more and more. I'm just going to stop here, let you have a see. Now that's where we started off, down there, or where I started off anyway, by them houses with the solar panels. There's a little shop down there, and we crossed over, come in over there behind them trees. And instead of going back down there and cutting the walk short, I think we're going to go up this little bit here as well. Now, I don't know what area that is, but there's another residential area so close to where we are. And I think, sorry, I had to switch hands. I think, if I remember, in this woodland, or part of this woodland, used to be an old school, which they're going to be developing into a housing development in the woodland. Now, I'm a bit dubious about that, if I'm honest. whether they're going to keep the housing development on the old school site, or if they're going to be cutting down and demolishing some of this natural woodland, because that seems to be the thing at the moment. Like, I recently found out the council have given planning permission to a rather large sports stadium to completely cut out a bit of woodland. I don't know if you remember from the video where I made the cherry plum picker. Yeah, that woodland there, they're going to completely destroy all of that to put this sports stadium in for a local football team who already have a site but are not happy because they have to sublet it. So planning permission has been given to build a massive stadium and take out a lot of our green spaces, which is actually, it says natural protected space. It says it on the sign that it's meant to be maintained and protected by Hastings Borough Council. Now, from my understanding, if it's a place of natural historical importance, protected woodland, you're not allowed to sell it off. But I don't know. I need to stop getting on this topic, because otherwise I'm just going to rant and get annoyed. So let's get back to this walk here in Dog Kennel Wood, down by Wishing Tree Reservoir. And where have we been? We've been 20 minutes already, plus where I stopped it. So we're probably about half hour. But not including the time I've had to stop and go to the toilet. But I've worked out if I can do it at my pace, my regular foraging through the woods pace, well, foraging through new locations pace. If I could do it in an hour, then with me stopping and explaining stuff, describing stuff and answering questions, it should be enough to do 2 hours. Now, there's not much that I've spotted on this part of the walk that's going to be new to my participants, but near the beginning there was the teasel, which they haven't had a close look up yet. Rose hips they've seen. There's loads of moles up here. Yeah, rose hips they've seen, hawthorns, brambles, King Alfred cakes they like. Right, that'll go back round to there. So if we go down, but look at that, we're so close to a road. I can still hear the road. Don't know if you guys can, but just stood here at the top. So peaceful. I could quite happily get a chair out and sit here, eat, write. So let's turn you around. There we go. I'm back. Don't know how well you can see me because I've got glare on the camera. Ah, there we go. Let's go from that side then. Swap hands. Meow. So yeah, we swap hands. So I think just to keep the video short enough that it's not going to overrun, so people will actually watch some of it at least. I might end the video when I get past this big tree here. Technically it's not as big as some of the ones you guys have, but it's all sprawled out everywhere, so it's quite a big width ways. It actually looks like it's 3 trees altogether. But yeah, I'll get past here and I'm going to end the video. Now if any of you guys are in my neck of the woods, so to speak, like Hastings, Bexhill area, and you want to be on one of the videos, we do a come with us thing. There's a specific woodland you've seen on the videos that you wouldn't mind going to, more than happy to take you along, give you like a taster of what the little sessions I do, the foraging sessions are. So just get in touch and we'll do a little video. Other than that, I want to say thank you for watching the channel. Don't forget to like this video, hit that subscribe and notification bell so you keep up to date with when we put videos out. Leave a little comment down there because it really helps the algorithm to show that you've watched it, and share my channel on your social media and community pages. That's it from me today. Stay safe and I'll see you later. Just before I go, I've just noticed something else I wanted to show you guys. Now it's a bit worse for wear, but over there we have what's called garlic mustard. And when you crush it, it has the garlicky smell, like a mild garlic, and when you eat it, it has a little spicy kick that mustard does. So that was just a little something I wanted to show you. Way, caught my hat. There we go, duck. Caught my hat on the tree. So that was just a little something I spotted on my way back that I wanted to show you guys. Like I said, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, share it on your social media, leave a comment, stay safe, and I'll see you guys later.